What's up, guys? Welcome back to the studio. Today, we're going to be making a soundproof box. Check it out. Start on the table saw. Got to cut up some wood to make a box.
For me, if it's cold enough that I need to wear gloves, I'm not working. I'm just going to stay inside.
Listen, it was cold, and I need gloves. But yeah, don't wear gloves while you're working on a table saw. Bad idea. This is MLV, mass-loaded vinyl, and it helps tremendously with sound deadening. It's great.
Is that plywood or is that MDF that you're using?
It's plywood, 3/4 inch.
I don't like working with MDF. I always prefer plywood, but for sound, MDF is typically like chosen for speaker boxes and things like that.
You know, that's a good point. I didn't have any MDF. I had a lot of plywood lying around, so I used that.
It's so terrible to work with MDF. I hate it so much.
You can't even glue it. It sucks up all the glue.
Yeah, it's no good.
So right here I used rock wool insulation and just covered it in fabric. Rock wool is great at absorbing sound.
Did you do any kind of testing with just regular R19 or R13?
No, I just had some extra rock wool.
Extra, the premium, most expensive insulation you could buy. You just had extra lying around. White privilege.
Well, I had extra because I made some sound absorption panels for the theater room. See?
Oh, yeah, the theater room.
Yes.
Now, okay, I take back my comment. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. I forgive you. Clamp it up, nail it together. You got a box.
So simple.
Don't mind the fact that I didn't quite cover that insulation with fabric. It's fine. It'll be fine. Anyway, I put this together with some 18 gauge 1.5" nails and made sure all the seams lined up nicely before I nailed it in. Easy peasy. Got to start measuring to see where the hole should go for the fan.
That's an important, precise measurement, because if you get that wrong, you're going to lose some airflow, and then your cannon won't work the way it should.
It is very important because the bounce house specifically requires no air leakage. Very important. So there I marked the inside diameter of the attachment fixture, and that was a huge mistake. If you want to insert something into a hole, you got to measure the outside diameter. I don't know what I was thinking. Look at that. Doesn't fit.
Oh, man. It's a quick fix. One more cut. It's not that big a deal.
Measure twice, cut twice.
It's much better to have it too small and then cut a little bit more than be like, oh,
yeah.
Shoot, I cut it too big. Now what do I do?
So here I'm measuring for some air openings. The fan sucks a lot of air through, and I want to make sure the air can actually get through.
Yeah, you just take the CFM rating of that particular unit and then do some quick math for the volume of space that you need to let that air go through.
Yeah, it's easy. Do some quick maths. With the lid going on this, I had to have, obviously some way of going through. And that is plenty of air. And I didn't want to go all the way around because measured some things wrong, and I only needed to have it on two sides anyway, so it worked out.
That's how things go when you're prototyping. You're designing as you go, and you run into challenges, and then you have to change route, change course, because you run into problems.
Problem solve. Here I started did all the same things from the first box, but now I'm just making a smaller box, which will be the lid, with some MLV, glue it together, clamp it, easy. No insulation, though. Sand, prep for paint, then paint it.
For me, every time I paint plywood, I'm astonished by how much paint that stuff soaks up. Any kind of plywood you're using, MDF, birch, blonde wood from the blue store, you keep painting that thing and it just keeps soaking it up. It takes like 3 or 4 coats.
You can see that here where it's like, I just keep spraying it and it just keeps taking it.
Yeah, it took so many coats to cover that thing, but it looks good now, nice and shiny.
Thank you. I got a little stencil, draw some circles, and then I'm going to hand paint all of these dots on top. I think you know where this is going.
Did you do any layout for those circles, or you just kind of wing it where they were?
I just wing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just put the circles wherever I thought I should put them, and we'll see how that turns out.
Where'd you draw inspiration for this design? Is it from Mario?
Yeah, it definitely was inspired by Mario. I love Mario.
Is it a mushroom? Is that what it's supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a mushroom, and I was like, well, I wanted a cartoony mushroom.
See, look how straight those circles are. How'd you do that? Just winging it.
I don't know. I got a good eye. Saw the spacing.
I like how you can still see the wood grain through it, though. I like that it's not totally flat.
There it is in all its glory. It's beautiful, isn't it? I have it plugged into a smart outlet over here, kind of acting like an on and off switch, so I don't have to take the lid off to turn on and off the blower, which is inside. I have a quick disconnect over here that connects to the bounce house, or I can connect this scarf cannon right here. And we can interchange those pretty easily, so that's nice. There'll be a link up here in the right hand corner to that video if you want to go see how I made that. So how that works is it just detaches just like that, super easy. And now I'll do a sound comparison to see actually how much this deadens the sound, considering there's air that's still escaping the box. And whenever you have air, you have sound. So let's check that out. So with this on, you can have a conversation down here in the basement. And without it, it's so loud. Oh my gosh. It even doubles as a place to sit down here. Isn't that great? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think. Was this even worth it to build? All right, ciao for now.